I've been in Miami too long.
So when you walk back in, what first goes through your mind?
Wow, it's just like all the feels. Like it feels really surreal right now to be honored tonight. So it's more just excitement than anything. But I was here for shoot around, so it was nice to kind of soak everything in before everyone filled the stands.
Did you ever think this day would come?
Nah, no, I don't think so at all. Like it's not something that I worked to achieve, but to get this honor, it's amazing. And you know, it's more than just honoring myself, it's honoring my family as well, and then everyone who helped play a part for me to achieve it. So it's super cool.
And it's not just tonight; it's forever. You know.
Right, that part. Also, the fact that I'm one of 24 athletes up there. It's iconic. Also, you know that my ties with Kobe, and I love 24, so I think it's just a full circle moment, and it's super cool to be among the GOATs.
What's it like being back and not being in uniform, not warming up?
Well, I got a little uniform on right now, but not too much. It's cool. I'm still trying to get the whole alum thing going on, but I will be back when we make it to the Final Four this year, and it's weird, you know, being away from the team so much, but the love is still there. I still support them. It's always nice to be back in this building because, you know, a lot of memories were had here.
How much are you able to watch them when you're not doing stuff with Unrivaled?
Well, recently you guys have been playing the same time that I play, so I didn't get to watch the Notre Dame game, but I got bragging rights against my two fellow Notre Dame alumni, so that was nice to bring that into the locker room. But yeah, whenever I can, usually if it's when I'm not playing, I definitely tune in.
No pets with them, like they gotta wear your uniform in?
No, they're older than me, so you know I gotta know my place. I still gotta play with them at the end of the day, so yeah.
Aaliyah and Tina Charles would often come and work with you when you were playing here.
Yes.
And now you're kind of in that role, right, working with the young centers that are here.
Yeah.
What is that like? Is that kind of the cool thing for you to?
It's super cool. You know, I always want to be a mentor for the next generation, and that's something that I always wanted, especially being here at UConn, getting any glimpse of feedback or advice. I know it's going to go a long way, so for Tina to do that for me, and so many others. I know Fee now, and I'm her teammate. It just shows how much of a sisterhood we are, but it means a lot to me because representation is super important to me. If you see somebody that's in the position that you want to be in, you know that you could be it. So yeah, it's really nice, and I think that we got some really great pieces here this season with this roster. Hopefully we're going back to back. So yeah, any little information that I can instill in them,
I know Connecticut is kind of your second home. Obviously, you
Yes.
played here, and now it's your professional home as well with the Sun. And I just wonder if you had any thoughts that you'd like to share about the future of the Sun and whether, you know, a franchise should stay here and given Connecticut's place in women's basketball, or whether you think it's time to move on for the league.
Yeah, it's definitely a question that I'm torn with because one, I really only spent a month with the Connecticut Sun this past season, but as you said, it's a second home to me, so a lot of memories, a lot of history here in this state, and women's basketball is at the forefront of it. So I don't know what the future holds, the possibility of us moving. Yeah, that'll be very sad, but I hope we still got some diehards that will make the trip wherever we land, but also it'd be nice to stay here and continue that future with the Sun, since I only got a month to spend with them, so we'll see what happens.
Aaliyah, when you're looking back at this journey, you know, as a little girl starting to play basketball, you know, the heights that you've reached are really amazing. You know, what really stands out along your journey?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I'm just super proud of how far I've come, coming from, you know, a little town in Kingston in Canada. You know, my story, everyone has their own journey, but I feel like my story is a testament that it can be done as long as you're putting in the work, you know, relying on your family and your close circle, but also just trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, and believing that there is no impossible. So I just hope that my story impacts somebody the same way that it helped me get to where I am and, live my dream of being a pro. But I know that UConn was a big part of that, and coach and CD and everybody, all my teammates, I have to thank for that as well. Just continuing to be a mentor for those, the next generation, as well as representation is super important. So using my platform in a lot of different ways, whether that's giving back to the community. Back home, I host an annual camp, basketball camp, investing in women's sports, and that may not be a monetary amount, but also just like with my voice and with my platform, just to kind of push the way forward.
Your senior year was KK's freshman year and Ash's freshman year. Just what do you see from
gosh.
their development? KK now running point.
Yeah, it's surreal. I was actually sitting with Caroline at shoot around, and we were just talking about it. Like, everyone's growing up, and it goes by like this quick. And to see how far KK has grown. I know she just got on the Defensive Player of the Year watch list, so super proud of her. AZ was also like, my freshman, but like my freshman, Caroline as well, Yana, like all those people. So I'm just super proud of how far they've come along, and a lot of the stuff that I told them back in the day that you need to be cautious of, like they're like, wow, Lily, like you really did know what you were talking about. I'm like, yeah, like older than you guys, I've been through what you guys are going through right now. So I'm just super proud of them, and as I said, hopefully they get that second natty because all the work that they put in, they definitely deserve it.
Well, jumping into the pros when you did, what have you learned about being a professional, being a part of a union at a time when you're going through what you're going through?
Yeah.
A little more complicated than here, right?
Yeah, very complicated. It's not just school and basketball. It's adulting. And I'm really happy with my position. I'm a part of the union as a player rep and also the Jedi program as well. So to represent the young athletes of the W, and to, as I said, going back, sharing my voice, making sure our voice is heard, especially from my generation as well, is super important. And to step into those big rooms where you don't think that a lot of people will hear you, but as I said, every voice matters. May not be for now, but could be for like 5 years in the future, especially going into this new CBA. Again, we're not just going for trying to make changes for next year, but also for the 6 years down the road. But yeah, it's different than being in college. But as I said, I think that UConn has continued to further my discipline in those aspects, my professionalism in those aspects, and just continuing to fight for one another.
So how impressed are you with like Fee and Stewie and the leadership they've shown through all of this?
Very impressed, especially because Fee is on my team now in Unrivaled. Spending time with her, learning from her, not just basketball things, but also just life lessons, and how she navigates the corporate world. It's nice to have her as a mentor, and what they're doing, her and Stewie, for not only Unrivaled, but just for women's basketball. It's amazing to see, and I kind of want to, it encourages me to make that same impact in a different way or in my own way.
During the season, you get a chance to go back to another former venue, the former XL Center, and play Page. Can you just talk about looking forward to that one?
Yeah, anytime I get to play against Paige, it's fun. Friendly banter. We're both two competitors, but it's a bit different playing against each other now. But we do that in practice all the time, so it's not that different. It's just different for you guys. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Different, but it's cool.
Oops, sorry. With Unrivaled, what's it like just being able to be kind of at the genesis of something and then just getting something off the ground that's really significant for the sport, for women's basketball as a whole?
Yeah, I love it, especially going into my second year now playing in the league. It's nice to say that I was a part of something that has never been done before and continuing that path, and also inviting others to join our league. So it's super innovative. I think that I'm also trying to make the push as an international athlete that we can still come down here and be dominant and also big up our home country. But I think it's just a representation thing for me. Also 3-on-3, I love it. It's a different, honest game than 5-on-5, and you can really get into your bag. And feeling good about myself, feeling good at how I've been playing this season, and hopefully that will just carry on to the W. I think awareness, as I said before, using our platforms, voicing our opinions, but at the end of the day, it's our game that's really going to put us on top. You see that there's a lot more recognition and a lot more respect from other parties, not just within women's sports, but NBA athletes and from different other sports teams. So I think we're spreading the word with our game, and as long as we continue to produce good product, I think everything else will start flowing our way, hopefully.
Can I ask you about that necklace? Where'd you get that?
Oh yeah, period. Iced out, the Husky. It's funny, a fan actually gave it to me at the Final Four last year, so decided to rep it. I don't know if she's gonna be here, but shout out to her. I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but she knows who she is.